Ishman, and today I'll be presenting the City Farmer. First, I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. Made my way to Albuquerque, New Mexico by way of the United States Air Force. I am a veteran stationed here at Kirtland Air Force Base. And I am a father of two wildly beautiful and creative children. So this is a little bit of my background, my professional background. While in the Air Force, I was an aircraft mechanic. That's where I learned a lot of my mechanical skills, as well as troubleshooting and problem solving. The other positions, I learned a lot more about people skills and communicating and working in team environments. So the City Farmer is a mobile environmental station. It collects draft wind from vehicles on highways and different roadways that have high-speed moving vehicles. And it powers itself and sends environmental data, specifically ground level ozone levels and carbon dioxide levels to a dashboard with the sensor information. So it's self-sustaining, it's portable, so it can be used to target certain areas, certain environments, certain communities to be able to get data specific to a certain location. So that is what it is, and here's how it works. I'm actually gonna Okay, so we have two vertical axis wind power generators putting out up to 5.5 volts, the module to charge the lithium polymer battery, the particle boron microcontroller, and two sensors, the MQ09, which measures carbon dioxide, and the MQ131, which measures ground level ozone layers. I honestly enjoy soldering when I have to. It's kind of therapeutic in a way. Desoldering, because you forget to put the shrink wrap on your wires, I could do without, but it was a good lesson learned. With everything wired correctly, I performed a dry run just to make certain the battery would charge. The red light on the battery charger indicates our test is successful and the battery is charging. I initially had only one generator going to the battery, and that didn't produce enough to charge it, so adding a second generator was the remedy to that problem. I started out by sketching a rough draft of how I wanted the design to look. After dimensioning the sensors and the generators, I used Adobe Illustrator to create the design. I used an epilogue laser cutter for the acrylic top and the base, and by creating a pattern of lines, I was able to bend a piece of wood to complete the enclosure. After everything had been cut, a final check for fit was performed. I was really pleased with the holes to hold the generators onto the top of the City Farmer. That process required exactness, and I was able to produce that, and it was a really proud feeling. So writing the code for the City Farmer was straightforward, but involved. It required a bit of research to find out what to do with the data I was getting back from the sensor, the raw data. Once I was able to figure that out, I decided to send that information to an online dashboard so that it could be viewed by a visual representation. So the testing process is something that I really enjoyed. when I first saw the blade start to spin from the draft wind of a car, it was exciting. And it made me think that if this were to line our streets, our highways, that's a community booster. That's how I see it. You know, when you see good things happening around you, it can change one's perspective and encourage one's perspective to be good as well. And yeah, it was really, really exciting, and for me, a powerful moment. So that is the City Farmer. Thank you.
All right. So that is the City Farmer. It's really rooted in my belief about contributing. That's one of the most to me throughout all aspects of my life. Some people call it paying it forward or giving back, but at the end of the day, I believe it's individually doing the work so that as a collective we can grow. And so we understand that global warming and climate change is a real thing, and this is my way of using the environment to learn about the environment and to help the environment. The challenges I faced during this project was definitely one of the big ones was translating the information from the data sheets into code. I correlate data sheets with like technical data, and in the military, working on aircraft, the technical data would tell you, if you needed to repair or replace a part, it would tell you where it was, how to remove it, how to reinstall it, and everything about it. With the data sheets from the sensors that I use, it doesn't necessarily tell you how to do it, but it gives you all the information and lets you figure out what to do with it. And so that's where I found just using my resources was a huge help. Getting on forums and reference pages and just learning more about the sensors and how they work, and using that to help me write my code. So that took some time, and but it was a really good process, really good learning process. And like I said in the video, producing enough power to charge the battery initially just had one turbine and just wasn't enough. So just adding that second one was a huge part of it. And in the future, I would like to add a third sensor, a particulate matter sensor. I've learned that in Bernalillo County, the ground level ozone and the particulate matter sensor are two sensors that that's two sets of data that the city does look at. So I would like to be able to provide that information. And yeah, I just seeing the City Farmer out on the road, it was, like I say, it was exciting. And I really do think it could have a potential to change the way that we move about life. This is my contact information. LinkedIn, my GitHub, my Hackster, where you can see this project as well as a few others from earlier in this cohort.